Hi everybody, all my followers, welcome to another video. This video today is on a 2005 Citroën C2, and the problem this car came to me with is the following. I'm going to take the key from the ignition, make sure the lights are off, everything is off as you can see, and what I'm going to show you is tail lights. Tail lights are on. The tail lights are constantly on. They never go off. All the other lights, are working just fine. It's just those that are constantly on. So I'm going to check the back on the inside, see if there's anything there, and the next thing I'm going to focus on the BSI is where the signal for those lights goes from. It goes from the BSI straight back to the lights, so that's going to be my next point of focus. Okay, so I can't see nothing wrong with the back. Over there, I've dropped the BSI, but I haven't disconnected nothing yet. But while I was doing my checks, or a few checks, I've noticed that the BSM seems to have been replaced. It seems that's a brand new BSM. There's a new cover, a lift cover, and the BSM is way too clean to be here since 2005, so it looks like that has been replaced. If that has been replaced on an attempt to resolve this issue, or if that was replaced because of another issue, well, I can't really tell, but it really looks as is new. So before even go any further, we're gonna scan the car, and I want to see exactly what's in there. Okay, so there's no codes at the moment on the BSI, but I've checked the log for the faults, and I put these in order of occurrence, or so chronological order, and I go to the bottom of the list. So this is the bottom of the list, okay, and as I come up, there was a few faults here, airbags, no communication with the airbags, blah blah blah, loads of faults here. So don't know if this was to do with the BSM that's being replaced, but the first fault we have for the side lamps, as you can see here for the left hand side, I know they are both on, but for the left hand side, that was, so the current mileage on the car is in kilometers, but it doesn't matter, is 82,872, and the oldest fault I have here for this was 100 miles ago, or just a little bit over 100 miles ago, so 82,724. Obviously, I don't know if this log has been cleared, but even if it has been cleared, only 100 miles ago, we had that fault in there. I'm gonna start to go up, and as you can see, look, all faults for this. Look at the mileage as they change. Oh, actually, the chronology is the other way around. So the bottom one is the most recent one. I do apologize for that. Top of the list was one in there at 81,712. So that was about 1,000 miles ago. I do apologize. For some reason I thought it was the opposite. So anyway, so this is the oldest one at 1,000 miles ago. And when we go to the bottom of the list, there's been faults here recently communication with the airbag. That was just not long ago. 858, 872, so that was not long ago. And then we have with the engine relay, so there is. Okay, I don't know what's been done to try to fix this problem, and I hate to start jobs like this when you don't know what's been done, especially when people does dodgy stuff, try to fix problems. Okay. Hey guys, so I got to a conclusion. The BSI is gone. I will show you in a minute why, but for now I'm just going to take you through. I'm not going to show you doing it, but I'm going to explain to you exactly what I've done. So here is the wiring diagrams, and so this is the rear tail lights, this is the front ones, and as you can see from here, so the rear ones, they come from the BSI, straight from the BSI, 16 pins black connector, pin 11 and 15, and then the front ones, they come straight into the BSI as well, green plug, 16 pins, and it's pin number 15 and 13. So I've disconnected everything, and what I've done is I've put 12 volts over there on the correct pin, and the lights come on individually. So I can put 12 volts in there on pin 11, and that one will come on. I'll put 15 on pin. I'll put 12 volts on pin 15. That will come on, and so forth. So there's nothing wrong with the wiring. Now I've quick traced the circuit over there, and I'm going to show you why I'm saying that the BSI is gone. Just for reference, and before we proceed, so this diagram I showed you first was for the side lights. Here we have the fog lights, which is the ones I've shown you at the start of the video that were always on, was the fog lights. But what I've noticed as well in the meantime is that the side lights, they don't work as well. So when you turn them on here, they don't come on at the back or at the front. So, but the ones that were always on, just for reference, so this is the rear, and as you can see, there's one wire for the fog lights. Fog lights. Oh, sorry guys, this is the brake lights. So I have test brake lights. The brake lights comes from the black plug as well, pin 1 and pin 10. I haven't printed out the one for the fog lights, but the fog lights is the same plug, number 16 pins, black plug underneath there, and it's pin number 4, and that turns both fog lights at the same time. So we're now going to move there. I'm going to try to show you exactly what I found wrong in there. I managed to split the two parts of the BSI. These pins here, they are not soldered. They are those sort of compression pins, whatever they are. And I'm going to show you exactly what is wrong with it. I think it's quite self-explanatory. This pin, this chip here, it controls mainly from my understanding, it controls mainly the side lights. But I'm going to trace it down even a little bit further, see if I can see if this. Either way, guys, there's no side lights, and that's obviously why it is. I don't think I have a spare, one of these spare chips. I'm gonna try to see if I have it, but I don't think I do. So it might be that it's gonna need another BSI. Just to confirm, he actually does control fog lights as well. Tracing it down, this pin here is the pin for the fogs, and it's come straight into here. So that's it. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I don't think I have a spare BSI anyway to remove one of these, but I'm gonna see if I have any spares of these chips, but I don't think I do. Okay, so I haven't watched all the clips I've done so far for this job. I've only watched the last one, and that was done like 6-7 days ago. So as I was saying, no, I didn't have any spares of these SSR, solid state relay. This is what this is. Nothing, none of my old boards and stuff like that. I don't have nothing like this. On an attempt to get this fixed a little bit quicker, I've been brought to me another BSI, but this is a completely different model, and I've checked, and it doesn't even have this sort of solid state relays. So I've ordered one online, which I got about 3 days ago. Unfortunately, I've been working on nights and I didn't have the chance to do this before. So here is a brand new relay. So as you can see, I've removed the old one already, and when I have removed the old one, guys, the pad that was burned the most, as you can see there, it was the middle one. The pad where that one goes, it was lifted because it was all carbon underneath, so I had to lift this pad slightly in order to clean underneath, so I can then push it down and make it flat with all the other ones. Now, by doing this, as you can probably imagine, with the heat, this pad and sort of a little bit of the lane here has been already subjected to, plus my bend up and down to get it all cleaned. Right at the end of the pad where this has been bending, I believe there's going to be a weak point here now. So what I'm going to do to eliminate any risk of this burn again, because obviously this must have burned because of another reason, but try to prevent this from burn here on this weak point right at the end of the pad. I'm going to remove a little bit of this insulation on top of the lane, this resin, wherever that is, and we're going to then solder this all the way to make sure we have a good contact here. So yeah, the next step for this job obviously is just put just solder the new relay, and well, put everything back together, and hopefully we'll have a working BSI again. Okay, so the next step is going to be solder this back on. Okay, so there is soldered back on. As you can, I don't know if you're going to be able to see on the camera, but as you can see in there, that middle lane, you might be able to see I've extended a little bit over the pad. I've extended a little bit over the lane to relay on that weak point there. Okay, so the new chip is now soldered, the new relay, and we're just gonna join the two parts of the BSI together again. Put it on the car, and fingers crossed that the fog lights will go off, from being permanently on like they were before, and that the side lights are working again. Just a little bit of I don't know, info on this. We had a few options here to repair this issue. One was what we did, put in this, replace the faulty, the damaged, burned relay, which we don't know yet if it's going to work, but I hope it does work. I can't see anything wrong with the board. I've checked the circuits on the car already, everything's fine. So we had this option. We had the option where we could get the second-hand BSI, but because the faulty part is this one, which is where the obviously all the data for the BSI is, you'd have to first virginize the BSI, which I will leave a link in the description below to a video that I've done where I do virginize a BSI, so you can have a roughly idea how it works. As I was saying, so but that would come with a downside, which is you would be able to program the immobilizers again, or the transponders, but the remotes, they would no longer work. So you would have to get unprogrammed remotes for it. The other solution would be obviously a brand new BSI, but once again you'd be down the same route. You'd be able to program the old chips, but you would not be able to program the remotes again. So hopefully this way everything is original and everything will just carry on working as it was. So let's kind of put this on the car and see what the result is. Okay, so the BSI, obviously I put it together and I just put it in place, and first thing, I know they look on with a reflection, but they are off, as you can see in there. Next thing, I'm going to start the engine and see if we have side lights. Actually, I don't need that for... Okay, just going to see if they work now. Yeah, that one is working. That one looks like there's a faulty bulb. Side lights. Yeah, that one is not really working. Okay guys, I do apologize. Obviously you've seen the left hand side was working fine. The right hand side I had no tail light. I first said it was a faulty bulb, but when I got to the front it didn't work as well. So I was a little bit like, hang on a minute, something's not right here. So the left and the right, they are connected together. Now when I've traced this down, what happened is where this board joins this to this one here, basically the way it works is the pins on this side, they are kind of spring loaded, not spring loaded, they are kind of is a kind of a blade that's supposed to, when it goes through the hole in there, makes pressure against the inside of the hole, makes contact and holds everything together. That is where the port contact was. So all I've done is actually I've soldered everything, and it should be working now. It should be working now. So let's gonna put everything back on now and have another go. Okay, let's gonna try again. So side lights. There is. working. It's gonna go front, working, front, working. As you can see, fog lights are off. We only have the side lights. Let's gonna start the engine and turn the fog lights. There it is. And let's check the front. Right. So that's it, guys. Everything's working. We have side lights, we have fog lights. Obviously the fog lights before they were working, the rear ones, but they were always on. So guys, what else to say? In this case, we fixed it by replace that solid state relay. Was the only thing wrong with the BSI, and I think that's it. I just hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, suggestions, whatever, just put them below. And guys, like always, thank you for watching.